In this video, we're going to talk about the cost of the perfect partner, how autistic masking leads to marital burnout. Now, if you're in a neurodiverse marriage and you've ever thought, well, he tries so hard, but he's exhausted, or he seems fine all day and then completely shuts down at night, or why does it feel like I'm married to two different people? So today, we're talking about something that almost no one explains clearly enough. That is the hidden cost of being the perfect partner. Specifically, how autistic masking, especially what many of you call service mode, slowly drains the nervous system and can lead to marital burnout that nobody sees coming. Now, this isn't about blame. This isn't about diagnosing your ASD spouse. This is about understanding the invisible effort happening inside your relationship. Because when we understand the energy cost, we stop mislabeling exhaustion as indifference or uncaring or selfishness, narcissism, etc. Now let's talk about what masking really is in the marriage. Masking is an effort to appear socially normal. In the context of autism, it can mean forcing eye contact, suppressing stimming, mirroring emotional tone, rehearsing conversations internally, overriding sensory discomfort, and studying your partner's expressions like a decoding project. But inside a marriage, masking often becomes something more specific. Your ASD partner thinks something along the lines of, I will be the partner I think you need even if it costs me. Now, this is where service mode comes in. Service mode looks like being hyper-responsible, taking on tasks to prove love, solving problems instead of expressing feelings, performing attentiveness, and staying regulated for the other person. On the outside, it looks like effort. On the inside, it's constant neurological strain. And strain doesn't stay hidden forever. Now let's look at the exhaustion nobody talks about. We're going to look at the part couples misunderstand most. Masking is not just trying hard. It's a continuous nervous system override. Imagine holding a 20-pound weight at arm's length. You can do it. You might even look steady, but your muscles are burning the entire time. Masking is like that, but cognitively and emotionally. Many autistic spouses describe mental fatigue after social interactions at home, irritability that comes out of nowhere, shutdowns or stonewalling after conflict, loss of sexual energy, emotional numbness, and resentment they don't fully understand. And here's the painful twist. The more they love you, the harder they mask. Because the goal isn't a deception. The goal is preservation of the relationship. But preservation through performance eventually leads to depletion and burnout. Now let's talk about how masking turns into marital burnout. Burnout doesn't usually start with anger. It starts with, I can't keep this up. When someone has been in service mode for years, three things happen. Emotional withdrawal. In other words, they stop initiating, not because they don't care, but because they're conserving energy. Increased shutdowns. Arguments feel neurologically overwhelming. The brain hits capacity and goes offline. Number 3, identity confusion. They begin to wonder, well, who am I when I'm not performing partnership? Meanwhile, the neurotypical spouse may experience loneliness, feeling emotionally abandoned, confusion about why effort decreased, and fear that love has faded. This is where couples start misreading each other. One partner is exhausted, the other partner feels rejected. No one is wrong, but no one understands the energy equation. Now here's the core reframe. Masking is not proof of love. Authenticity is. If your partner only shows up through performance, you're connected to effort, not to them. And if you're the one masking, here's the truth. Your nervous system was never designed to be on 24/7. Sustainable love requires regulated authenticity, not adaptation. Now let's look at some non-judgmental language for the neurodiverse couple. Let's make this practical. Here's some phrases that open discussion without accusation. If you're the autistic partner, instead of saying, oh, I'm fine, when your neurotypical partner asks, try this. I'm running low on social energy even though I care about you. Or I go into service mode without realizing it and I don't always know how to turn it off. Or when I shut down, it's overload, not rejection. Or I need decompression time so I can come back online. So instead of defending, you're going to name capacity. Capacity language reduces shame. Now, if you're the neurotypical partner, instead of, well, you're so distant, or you don't care about me, try, are you in burnout, or are we disconnected? I want you, not the performance version of you, or what does decompression look like for you right now? Or how can we protect your energy without losing closeness? Notice what this does. It removes moral judgment and replaces it with regulation awareness. Now let's talk about designing decompression that protects the marriage. Decompression is not avoidance. It's a neurological recovery. Some examples couples can use would be scheduled silent time after work, parallel play, being together without social demand, clear conflict time limits, sensory resets like a dark room, headphones, a solo walk, no performance zones, that would be spaces where eye contact and emotional mirroring are optional. Now here the key question becomes, how do we allow recovery without triggering abandonment fears? This is a collaborative design process, not a unilateral withdrawal. Now, if this resonates, here's what I want you to remember. The perfect partner is unsustainable. Masking keeps the peace short-term. Authenticity protects the relationship long-term. Burnout is not a character flaw. It's a nervous system that's been overworking for love. And when couples learn to talk about energy, not just emotion, something shifts. Less shame, less confusion, more reality, and the reality is where intimacy actually lives. Now, if this helps you understand service mode in a deeper way, share it with your partner and start the conversation gently. Because the goal isn't to stop trying, it's to stop surviving your marriage and start inhabiting it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I will read and respond to your comments. What's been your experience with masking? And I'll see you in the next video. Would you like to schedule a paid private coaching session? This will be in the form of a face-to-face Zoom call. Underneath any of my videos, you'll see this Calendly link. If you click on that link, it'll open up my calendar. You can pick the available days and times that works for your schedule. You'll get a follow-up email immediately after purchasing a session that will have the Zoom link that coincides with the day and time that you picked. I will get an email too that you scheduled a session, and I will be available on that exact day and time, and we will talk. I look forward to working with you.